Hello, my dear friends. I am Nikhil Sablania from New Delhi, India. A warm welcome to all my friends in all the nations of Africa. I am making this video from India for all the people of Africa, either they are living in Africa or outside Africa. My dear friends, if you, your parents, or your fathers were born in Africa, in any of the country of Africa, at any place in Africa, then we, India, have a same bond with you. The only difference we share is the difference of slavery. The slavery of mind, the slavery of body. We were made slaves by mind and you were made slaves by body. And who were the people who made us their slaves? They were the people from Europe. But my dear friends, we shouldn't consider all the Europeans as bad people. There were Europeans who also suffered due to the bad people of Europe. Now let us go back to history. Then I will tell you that why I am making this special video from India for all my millions or over a billion people in Africa or the people of African nation all over the world. My dear friends, when the industrialization started in England and other parts of Europe, what they did, they threw the people from agricultural area, the people who were farmers, who were into animal husbandry, to the newly created factory districts in various towns of England. This industrialization was a process further make the slaves of the people who were already slaves. Like when British people took or Spanish people took people from Africa to other nations, they were made slaves. But what happened later on? Later on, when the industrial process started and when they were able to produce through industries, they sent them back to Africa because they were not required. Now that thing also happened, but in a different fashion, different way in Europe. So when industrialization began, they made such laws that people couldn't do agriculture or animal husbandry, and when they joined industries as laborers, first their status diminished from a skilled worker, from an agriculturist to a mere laborer in the industry. And then came the recession because industries manufacture a lot. For example, a man who could make 500 envelopes in a day, now industry with machines could make 5 lakh envelopes in one day, in a single day. So how could they sell such huge amount? And that is the reason for recession. The industrial countries face recession every 3 years. Apart from recession, apart from unemployment, there were other factors. When men join industries, their skills diminish and they become redundant, a waste population. So in Europe, this waste population, they migrated to America, India, mainly to America and other nations. They went to Africa, they went to South America, North America, Canada, which we call it was called New France, to India, Australia, through various policies of those nations. But the fact was that when you destroy the agriculture, when you destroy the nature, industries can't sustain the increasing population, and also industries are also responsible for large number of population. Now, why industries are responsible for large number of population? And my dear friends in Africa must understand, because you are going to enter, and in fact I would say a dragon has entered in Africa. You have removed one dragon, and that was European people, and now another dragon, the very famous dragon China, has entered in your continent through technical developments, through loans to your governments of various countries in Africa, for by creating something called infrastructure. Now that all thing is a burden on you. It is not only a burden on you, it will increase your population immensely. Now come to the point which I said, that why industries increase population. A simple example, two examples I would give you. Example of selling milk through industries, and example of selling automobiles through industries. Now milk can easily be accessible. You can get milk through a cow, buffalo, camel, through animals easily. You don't have to spend money on that. But when it becomes a commodity of industrial product, first there is a liability for the industrialist to collect the milk. For that he needs to buy transport. For that transport to run, you need roads, construction. Then you need one factory for polythene making to pack this milk, one factory to pasteurize and pack. Then you need hundreds of trucks, then you need hundreds of drivers. You need so many people to run this whole industry of milk as a commodity, which you could easily access by an animal, by a pet. Now this automobile industry, if you have seen the carriage, then for that horse carriage you didn't need so many industries. Now for a car you need 5,000 parts, manufacturing of those 5,000 parts, roads, tires, traffic department, fuel, so many things. So the carriage that could be constructed within a home of a carpenter with very simple tools and wood, that has become such a complicated device, and which could the carriage which could be made by two people, now you need hundreds of people to make cars. You didn't need special roads, but you have to construct special roads. You didn't need markets to sell, now you need market distribution. So all those processes need population, and population will grow. So the future of Africa is very danger situation. It's in very dangerous situation, because with this industrialization the population of Africa will grow. You removed the imperial forces from your country. Some have remained in South America, but China is coming. China has come. You have to face that. I hope my message is clear, and my final word is, don't consider yourself underdeveloped or poor. You are rich. You are not underdeveloped because you have lived with nature for centuries. Your nature is your wealth. Your jungles are your wealth. Your mountains are your wealth. Your green trees are your wealth. Your forests are your wealth. Your animals are your wealth. Your adaptation to nature is your wealth. Whether you drink from well or river, that is your wealth. Whether you wear skin, or whether you wear or not wear clothes, that is your wealth, because you are not just adapted to nature, but you are very precious to humanity because you are an untouched species of human beings. Look at your muscles, look at your body build. You are stronger than these so called developed people. You are stronger than these so called top economies of the world. And we can see in America that most of your players of African origin have excelled because you are close to nature, because you are not into this process of industrialization. So I hope my message is clear. Don't go for industrialization. Go for forests, jungles. Don't cut your forests. Don't cut your mountains. Don't cut your trees. Don't spoil your water. I am Nikhil Sablania from Delhi. You can contact me +91 85275 33051. Thank you very much.